Right, everyone, it is Finn here, and the unthinkable has just happened. England have just beaten Germany 2-0 at Euro 2020, knocking them out of the competition, despite so many people believing that England stood no chance. So many people believing that Germany would walk over England, but no, but England have just proven so many people wrong, and it begs the question, how far could England make it in this tournament? Could they actually bring it home? Because looking at that performance versus Germany, let's not forget, Jordan Pickford has picked up his 4th clean sheet of the tournament. When he plays for Everton, he plays like Jordan Pickford. But when he puts on that England jersey, he plays like a prime Buffon. Looking at the defense, Harry Maguire had just picked up a Man of the Match award. Versus Germany, Luke Shaw was brilliant in that game. Harry Kane finally gets on the clean sheet. There are so many promising things about this England team, but yet there are still so many problems they have to work through. And as I said, in today's video, I'm going to be discussing whether I think England's chances are alive of winning this tournament. And of course, guys, I want you guys to put in the comment section down below, do you think England are going to bring this tournament home? Look, obviously in the next stage of the competition, they're going to be playing against the likes of Ukraine, a very attacking forward team, but obviously England, if they really do compose themselves in defense and continue doing what they are doing, they seriously do stand a chance. Which, by the way, guys, just because you are not from a nation doesn't mean that they stand no chance. I know I've seen the comment sections of all my other videos where people get really touched and really offended if you say their nation are going to lose. Guys, don't forget, this is just a friendly football opinion-based channel a lot of the time. I'm just sharing my opinion. I've got my own mind, you've got yours. Just because you've got a mind doesn't mean that I am wrong. Let's all just have fun and let's all chill here and have a casual football conversation. No need to turn into a gladiator war about it. But looking at England versus Germany, yes, there were times where I think that they did slip up. I think if Thomas Müller got that equalizing goal, maybe the tables would have turned for England completely. But I mean, Thomas Müller, more like Thomas Müller. Stole that joke in the bank right there. But looking at Germany, unfortunately, on the day, they were just not good enough. And what an end of an era for the likes of Joachim Löw for Germany, one of the greatest international managers of all time. The end of the scratch and sniff era. Oh, he will be missed. But as great as this German international team is, unfortunately, just not good enough on the day. And it is really sad because obviously Toni Kroos has just announced that he'll be retiring from international football. This German international team has been through so many things. Unfortunately, just not good enough on the day. And of course, looking at this game versus England, I mean, it only really picked up in the second half. England, no, they don't play the most entertaining game of football you have ever seen. Definitely not going to get the likes of Martin Tyler with one of his most iconic phrases said through it. But at the end of the day, just because it's not entertaining doesn't mean it's not necessarily good enough. As I said, 4 clean sheets this tournament. Yes, you get those clean sheets by not playing the most exciting football. But at the end of the day, if you win the game, you win the game. It doesn't necessarily matter how you do it. And I think England can be really proud of themselves defensively. I will admit, I've said this throughout the tournament, and I know lots of Man City fans might not necessarily like this, but I haven't been that impressed with the likes of Kyle Walker. Other than that, defensively, they've been solid. Also, Kieran Trippier from time to time does seem to slack off, doesn't always make the correct passes, sometimes can be wasteful. I would like to see more of Reece James, but other than that, defensively solid. Luke Shaw has been brilliant this tournament, was a huge part of both of England's goals. Defensively, obviously, Calvin Phillips and the likes of Declan Rice, defensively very solid. They really do put their bodies on the line, and they can be a real threat. Genuinely, sometimes no attack can get past them. Obviously, Jordan Henderson, when he comes onto the pitch off of the bench, he, once again, very solid option. I think England defensively are so solid, but what else do you expect when you've got 7-8 defensive players on the pitch? Attacking wise, once again, no Jadon Sancho, which I have a few questions. I mean, if you're not going to play one England player versus Germany, why does it have to be Sancho? Surely Sancho knows more about this German international team than anyone else. But saying that, it's also tricky to fit him into the team. I get why Southgate hasn't done it. Saka has been playing brilliantly and was a real contender for man of the match, in my opinion. And you're not going to take him off for Jadon Sancho, are you? The attack of this team is brilliant. I mean, Harry Kane, I'm pretty sure he touched the ball twice that whole game. But does it really matter if he scores a goal? Harry Kane's one of those players who, when it comes to putting on the England jersey, not necessarily in the Premier League, but he'll be quiet the entire game. But the only time he touches the ball, he'll score. And Raheem Sterling, being England's top goal scorer this tournament, I can genuinely tell you, I didn't see that coming. Well done to him. This England team is looking so strong. And of course, who can forget about Jack Grealish, the English Messi? I've said it so many times, but when Jack Grealish plays for England. He is the game changer. Genuinely, he plays schoolboy football. He's got the ball and he wants the opposition to come to him. He has so much fun on the ball, and I would say played a huge role in both the goals, obviously. Jack Grealish, it begs the question, why doesn't he play every game for England? Because when he's on the pitch, he is the difference maker, especially versus a defensive team like Germany. I had no idea why Jack Grealish didn't start, but when he was on the pitch, genuinely, I think he won it, in my opinion. I used to be skeptical as a Manchester United fan of whether I wanted him at Manchester United or not, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, please leave Jadon Sancho alone. Please go for Jack Grealish. I really want Jack Grealish now. To have him in my squad, I'd be so happy. And can you imagine if he ended up going to Manchester City along with Harry Kane? Genuinely, Manchester City would be unstoppable. Look, obviously a lot of money would be spent and lots of people would have their say on that, but regardless of that, you have to admit, that would be a strong lineup. Jack Grealish, an incredible player, could play anywhere in the world, but needs to start for England in the next round of the competition. He is a match winner. This England national team could go places. Genuinely, they could go so many places. Hopefully far places in the competition. As I said, next round of the competition, they'll be playing Ukraine. England have to give it absolutely everything they have in terms of their attack. Defensively, I think they will be solid, but can't let their guard down. They can't give away silly fouls like they do from time to time, but England should have it sorted. Whether they'll win the competition overall, I think they are almost guaranteed to get to the final, in my opinion, but whether they'll win the competition overall, that's something we're going to have to wait and see. But guys, I want you guys to tell me in the comment section down below, once again, do you think it is coming home for England? Guys, don't forget, once again, everyone's got their own opinion. If someone says something down below, please don't attack them for their opinion. Just put your opinion down below. Be nice, be friendly, put a smile at the end of your comments, whatever. I don't know, guys, play nice. But guys, this has been Finn, FY That is what I think of England so far this tournament. Well done for beating Germany, and Joachim Low, your scratch and sniff. Germany, you will be missed. Better luck next year at the World Cup. But guys, this has been FY Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you are not subscribed and you want to catch more football content in the future. So close to 1,500 subscribers, but you know what? I'm sure we'll reach that soon. You guys have been awesome as of late. Thank you. Cheers.